Let me ask you a question. Can you remember floating down the stairs as a kid? Can you remember levitating, flying, walking through walls, walking up walls? And you realise now you weren't dreaming. You were dreaming, but you weren't dreaming, were you? You're the ones that I'm looking for. You're the ones that are halfway there already without even knowing it. Try and remember that feeling. If you can remember levitating, floating in your dreams as a child, try and remember that feeling you had in your head. That feeling you have, if you can remember that, you're halfway there to astral projection. You were lucid dreaming as a child and you didn't even realise. You found it really easy as well. We've lost all that knowledge. That's knowledge we need to reclaim. Those feelings you had, they were natural. They happened not by accident. It's time to take your power back.
Dark magic practitioners have understood that it is not profitable to kill a person, but it is very profitable to make a Matulwani out of a person. A Matulwani is a human being that is half dead, half alive. How do you make a Matulwani? You take their soul from them and control their soul, so you control the body. It's an empty vessel, simply. Now, how do you make a Matulwani? You temporarily kill them with herbs. Dark magic practitioners have herbs that will temporarily kill a body. It simply puts the body in a coma, and then your family members will bury you. Normally, this happens to people who come from faraway nations. A person can come from Mozambique, from the DRC. In their country, he or she is dead, but they are living very well with you in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana. They are very much alive. Why would another person make a Matulwani out of another person? Sometimes you would have stumbled upon a family secret, and you come to the realization that our uncle, our auntie, or our father is the reason why we have erectile dysfunctions as men in our family. Is the reason why we continuously have miscarriages. We are not getting married. We barely get pregnant and have alive children. You realize that either your uncle, your mother, your father has a tokolosi that is sexually assaulting all of you in the family, or has a snake that is sexually assaulting you and literally drinking the blood or eating your children before they are born. Now, our pride and ego is what gets us in those tight corners. When you confront that person, you have given them a surety that you know. So now it becomes survival of the fittest, either you or them. So since this relative is already connected to the dark world, if they have a tokolosi, they have a snake, they are well connected in the dark world. Obviously, they have a dark magic practitioner who they normally consult with. So they don't have to kill you really. They just have to send you to this dark magic practitioner. And this dark magic practitioner will take your soul and temporarily kill your body. Your family will bury you. And then that dark magic practitioner will send you to somebody who needs a slave, a Matulwani. Matulwani look different according to where they work. A Matulwani that works on a farm and a Matulwani that works as a maid, they look different appearance-wise. The one that works on a farm is not well taken care of. You find they've got overgrown nails. Their hair is overgrown. They are dirty. They stink. They don't. Most of them, they don't take care of their Matulwani. A Matulwani that works as a maid, since he's working in a house and people present themselves in that house, it has to be taken care of. You have to cut its hair. You have to cut its nails. You have to bath it or tell it to bath and so on and so forth. Now, Matulwanis don't end on just being farm workers and maids. There are Matulwanis who work in general dealers in villages. There are those that drive combis and taxis. There are those that work in offices. There are those that work as prostitutes. There are those who work as truck drivers. If a Matulwani victim is taken to the morgue, the herbs that the dark magic practitioner used are limited to how long they can temporarily keep that body dead. So if you work in a morgue and you ever hear somebody in one of those trays kick, help them. They might not be fully dead. The same thing applies when you are buried as a victim, Yamatulwane. If you are buried, you have the dark magic practitioner has to come for you that same night, because the herbs are limited to how far they can keep you dead. If ever you have a relative who just died mysteriously, young men, young women, they just had a small headache, they was not really sick and they died, bury them with a knife in their hand. In Botswana, we call it an okapi. It's a very small knife, but very sharp. And then do a whisper ritual. It's called a vengeance whisper ritual. On the side of their body in their coffin, put a panka. A panka is a big knife. If indeed this person was sold for Matulwane, this person is going to fight for themselves, starting from the relative who actually sacrificed them for being a Matulwane. And then they are also going to fight the person who bought them. They are also going to go after the dark magic practitioner. These people have no choice but to permanently kill this person. You are better off having a relative who is permanently dead than a relative who is a Matulwane. You will never stop dreaming of this person screaming and crying for help in your dreams. They will show you a place. They will show you a person. This place they are showing you is a place where they are at. Or the face of the person they are showing you is the face of the person who owns them. It is better off you pray for that person's death than you asking for them to be brought back. Because buying back a soul of a person who has been turned into a Matulwane is never easy. And even if you get back their soul, what assurity do we have that the dark magic practitioner cannot still use this person? Yo, you people are looking for hell very far away. Hell is right here on planet Earth.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I just want to make...
Oh, like we're not moving?
Please watch this. Aiden Ross is losing friends at an alarming rate.
Alright, I'm done. I want to know if I call who I called, they would answer.
And if you keep pushing an agenda, the evil agenda, the colorful agenda,
Dude, nobody fucks me anymore, bro. Like, I'm gonna call flight.
people will see you for what you are
Alright.
and distance themselves from you.
We call, I'm not gonna tell you guys who, let me call somebody real quick.
Whenever you do evil,
I can't be talking on your stream. Like, you're fucking up my sponsors, my brains. Like, get off my phone.
and promote evil, you will have a lonely ending.
I'm gonna be honest, bro, I have no friends in this industry, bro. It's sad, I have no friends in this industry. That's true. The way you are and like how hot you are or how relevant you are is like the way certain people treat you.
Proof the firmament is cracked.
Keep on it, on it, on it. saying it's not prescribed, don't care what it do to me, huh? I'd rather it's not prescribed, don't care what it do to me. I'd rather drop my crown and see you smile. With a crown to make you frown, I'll let you down. Look what it do to me, huh? I try to trade the pain for
only the foundational Black Americans should participate in the hypothetical reparations?
Primarily, damn right. What you talking about?
Okay.
What do you?
Yeah,
Well, wait, no. Wait. Are you saying as far as who has to get paid or paid back?
He feels like the foundational Black Americans are the only people who should be getting reparations, if there ever are reparations.
Well, I'll say the first thing is anyone who was dealt an injustice by the United States government where it was calculated and it was intentional should receive their just due. However, we just so happen to be the number one group of people who do not receive our just due. And at that point now, it's very disrespectful. The Asians receive theirs. The Jewish state of Israel receives $8 to $10 billion off the top every year on the year since the mid-1940s, and their Holocaust didn't even happen here. Are you telling me the Chinese receive theirs? Not a problem. The Italians, because you hung 11 of them off the coast, they receive some too. All the rest of these people get their bag. But when it comes to us, those who built the nation, quite literally, were there other people who added certain pieces? Sure, America brought in people and forced them to do certain things. Internment camps for the Japanese, Chinese, different people, all that existed. The natives, you put them on reservations, you killed off a large percentage of them because of smallpox and blankets. General Amherst, who said, aren't you cold, don't you need blankets? And you killed off them and you said, I want to take the mineral well, take the oil, etc., etc. To this very day on reservations, they are suffering to the tune to where there is rape running rampant, crystal meth addiction, alcoholism, but we have all of this happening in the Black community as well. And you don't give a damn about Black folk. Why? Because they still use us as a commodity today. They still need us today in the prisons today. They have insurance policies, not only on rappers, but on prisoners today. It's all happening at this moment. So I can't acknowledge you because I'm still using you. I'm still benefiting from you. So I can't, it's a conflict of interest financially. So maybe down the line is their intention.
Is there something they're not telling us about our ancient realm and so-called mountains? Check out these pictures. What do they look like to you? This is a scene from the film Avatar. They like to add truth in movies, hidden in plain sight. I've added a bonus short video that goes into a bit more detail. Enjoy.
What you think is nothing more than just rocks are but the fractions of what remains of the massive forest that once swept this realm. There was far more oxygen back then, and these were the trees that helped produce it. We have been told so many lies from the moment we stepped foot in a classroom. From a very early age, it seems we were told what everything wasn't. And with that, it's quite easy to hide things in plain sight. It's hard to see the forest through the trees, they say. In this case, it's hard to see the massive forest through the little trees. We were never told to look anywhere else. But just open your eyes and imagine what was. It is no coincidence. Every ancient civilization, every religion, the world over, all talked about these world trees. Just look how Cairo, Egypt used to be depicted in maps. Pyramids built right on top of them. Most likely harnessing the energy right from those massive world trees. History is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon. Question everything, friends.
All right, it's in the regular dictionary. The word bless means to consecrate. Now, that's the word we're going to look up in a hot minute. But see, in the brackets, it's from Middle English blessin, from Old English bletsion, bledsion. To consecrate originally means with blood. It does mean to bleed a thing. And my people are blessing one another all day long, and my brothers are bleeding to death in the streets. Because what did I say? When you have melanin, what are you doing to reality? You're creating it and destroying it. Melanated, Europeans create nothing except the images. They program them into your mental computer, and you, as the melanated superconductor, transmute and transmogrify their images and their program, their planned goals, and you make them reality. You have the power to create reality, and you have the power to destroy reality. And if enough of you get in a room or get together and do it, and there's plenty here, the reality starts to change. Now, let me just go further down into the definition. First thing I want to get to is where it says to condemn or curse. You see that in bless? Turn to consecrate. Because remember, the first thing it said under bless was to consecrate. Consecrate, to make or declare sacred. But the most important thing is the second part where it says dedicate to the service of the deity. Who sees that? You see that in the regular dictionary? To dedicate to the service of the deity. Who does more blessing than anybody you know? What people do the most blessing? The melanated Christians, bless, 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 bless. It's like, get away from me with that. And you can't even get right. You call some people, and the recording is telling you about have a blessed day or something. You cannot, they don't understand the power of words the way you understand the power of words, especially when they utter forth from a melanated frequency.
When they walk back, they sing through the forest.
They just come out the room smelling like booty. Smell like booty with that girl boy.
It's cold in here? Damn, what the fuck is that smell? What the fuck? Yo, bro. That stinks. Oh God, it smells so bad.
Chill, bro, you tweaking.
Nothing, bro. Hey, pull up some chairs.
Bro, chill out. Like, come on.
Nothing, bro. Bro, what is that smell though? On God, it smells really bad. Like must, bro. It smells musty.
You ain't musty, though.
Pick up.
Yo. I don't get it. Do you? What the fuck? I'm about to leave, bro.
Yo, chill. What the fuck?
I don't even get it.
Yo, everyone's just fucking with you, bro. They're just fucking with you. Are you alright though?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm relieved.
Why are you upset?
I don't know. I'm trying to hear my feeling like bro.
For real? Why? What are they doing?
Why are they pharmacies?
W. Royce, did y'all have a nice threesome?
Y'all not gonna deny that?
I mean, like, bro, like, what's the point?
Speed to a back.
Hey, it took you a while to turn up more, because I know you personally. You're a firecracker sometimes, but on that day, it took you a lot longer to turn up.
Because I'm trying to analyze. I can overreact sometimes, homie, because I believe he's really gay. I think they're playing gay, but really gay and hide behind playing gay.
Food and Drug Administration has been quick to go after the producers of pomegranates, of cherries, of any product that is in any way associated with a therapeutic effect. Case of pomegranates, pomegranate juice, antioxidants in pomegranates are associated with various positive health effects. Pom Wonderful, makers of pomegranate products in the United States, principal maker, communicates that information to American consumers. And the FDA and the Federal Trade Commission become involved. And the Federal Trade Commission goes after them for deceptive advertising, hopes to destroy them because they had the audacity to communicate to the American public the potential health effects of pomegranate juice.
The same is true of many different kinds of foods. They've gotten a $2.5 million fine against oregano for making statements about how it could be useful in your health. Made arguments against prunes and against cranberries. All of these things that people in their common sense could use to their benefit, the FDA is putting barriers up in front of.
The walnut growers are not permitted to tell you about the benefits of walnuts. The people who manufacture nutrients are not permitted to tell you what the nutrients do in a clear and unambiguous and truthful method.
They ban absolutely the right to make treatment claims for any non-drug product, and in this way they keep people largely ignorant at the point of sale so that they are dependent upon drugs as their only means of achieving a therapeutic outcome.
The FDA doesn't want you to know that foods like oranges and celery have anti-cancer elements, or that you could drink raw broccoli juice and actually prevent breast cancer tumors or prostate cancer tumors, especially if you combined it with other nutrients.
Whatever the United States wants, pretty much Codex goes along with. And what does the United States want? The United States wants
to push GMO crops on us, to poison us with melamine, to poison our foods, our meats with ractopamine, let alone fluoride and all the other poisons in our environment. And they accumulate in the human body, and so who's protecting us from that? Codex is supposed to do that, but in effect what they're doing is giving a free pass to a lot of the industry to push these poisons through.
Scientists just got caught hiding a real phoenix. Just 5 days ago, a hiker found something the world will never forget. Tanner Miles was in the mountains of Colorado in a forest closed off to the public called Hidden Pass. The area was previously used for scientific studies but was shut down in 1987. Tanner stumbled upon the area unknowingly and found a large metal fence blocking his path. The gate of the fence was mysteriously wide open, and he did not notice the danger sign as he walked through the opening. Tanner walked along the mountainous path for 15 minutes until he eventually reached the entrance to a mine shaft. He noticed a bright light that was illuminating a path inside and decided to check it out. What he was about to find is extraordinary. As he got closer, he noticed that the light source was actually a phoenix. The bird spread its wings and burst into a bright fireball right in front of his eyes. He took out his phone to record the creature, and at that moment, it flew past him and disappeared into the trees. Tanner posted the video of his encounter online, but it was quickly taken down. To see the footage, press this icon, then more, then on photos.
You know how many niggas was home minding their business and they got a phone call? Yo, man, get up. What's up? Come on, ride with me, man. Man, I'm tired. I'm in here chilling. No, man, come on, man. I need you to ride with me. And they ain't never made it back home. Some of them got killed out in these streets, and some of them sitting up in the penitentiary as we speak. Because they went on a ride with a motherfucker that was taking them straight to hell. We all got to be careful who we let in there and around us, young homies. Because a lot of these niggas is working directly with the devil. And their main mission is to get you off your square and get you in position to be destroyed. So be careful what you allow yourself to participate in. Because they coming for you real soon. And not at a theater near you. Live and in living color.
I may have found something that proves that the government makes humans. Alright, every boy duet this and see if you have that freckle right there on your arm.
Wait, chat, look at this.
Y'all clones, man. Y'all still believe this world full of humans, bro. You watching robots in human bodies. Yes, tinfoil hat man, hear me, I'm one of them. Just to let y'all know too, I ain't got no freckles. Straight melanin.
So, Julia, talk to me about the flow right now. Have your sources told you why this is happening? We just heard from Congressman Gonzalez there. I actually spoke to some migrants when we first got here. They told me it's a combination of factors. One pointed to the skies.
Monse, rápido, graba esa vaina, mira qué arrecho.
Ya
rápido,
va.
arriba de la casa.
Voy, ya va.
Mira, tómalo en un platillo.
Ya va.
Coño, ahí, claro, ahí está parado. Da huevo, nada, mira esa mierda. Coño, pero mira, justo en el momento en que nos vinimos, mira.
No se mueve, mira.
No, que eso dura así parado, no te digo que nosotros fuimos, así fue con el que nosotros vimos. Qué arrecho. Esto no van a creer ese cuento, te lo juro que cuando lo digamos, lo grabaste, si no lo grabaste, grabar.
Se está yendo, mira, se está yendo.
Se fue.
Se está yendo.
Era de aquí para
se está
allá.
yendo.
Coño, buena, pero ahora se salió. Si lo grabaste, vamos
Sí.
a revisar a ver si grabaste o no grabaste. No, grabaste. Qué arrecho.